Gujarat Titans versus Lucknow Super Giants to kick us off on Sunday. Gujarat seem to have one foot in the playoffs already, but Lucknow have some job to do. They are now going to be without KL Rahul for the rest of the season. So let's ask Tom Moody, how do they set up in his absence? We saw in the first game without him, they had Manan Vora opening, but they've also signed Karun Nair as replacement. Neither of these players have played a lot of IPL cricket in the last few years. What's the right way to go?
Well, I think they'll stick with Manan Vora at the top. I think certainly consistency of giving someone an opportunity is important. So, you know, I can vouch that I think is an important part of that sort of replacement process. You know, I think from Lucknow's point of view, they obviously escaped with the rain against Chennai Super Kings. They were certainly staring down the barrel with a performance there, but they'll be quite pleased that this game is away from home. You know, their home surface has been unpredictable and unfriendly for their style of play. So I think they'll welcome playing at Gujarat, where it is a better batting surface, and even people like Manan Vora will at least be able to show the faith that's been put into him, you know, his impact at the top of the order.
I know the question has been presented at various points in the season regarding Quinton de Kock, but now, given KL Rahul's absence, just for that experience and stability that a de Kock might provide, would there be a temptation of somehow trying to fit him in?
There would be a temptation, but it does throw the balance of the side. The simple fact is that Kyle Mayers has had an exceptional IPL to this date. Pooran has had his moments and is a match winner in the middle, so he's not, Quinton de Kock's not coming in at 5. He's coming in, he's coming at the top of the order. And Stoinis has also had his impact. So the fourth overseas has always been a bowling option to give them that balance. And Naveen has done a good job in that position when they haven't gone with Mark Wood. So, you know, I think that they'll remain with that balance of overseas, but it does look odd when you see a player of that calibre and that quality sitting in the dugout. And to me, it just opens the door for an opportunity for again, a domestic player, an Indian player, young or old, to step up and show their value. And we've seen both young and old Indian players do that this tournament. That's been the intriguing thing. We saw Benoni last game get a great half century. You know, he took his opportunity in a flagging batting performance, but he stood above that on a slow surface that was difficult to bat on, and he showed some great form.
And that would be, in particular, a source of relief, because if you look, we've seen throughout the season that the domestic batters haven't been contributing. Even while KL Rahul was around, this came up. You've seen Deepak Hooda now move out of the team. They gave Karan Sharma a go in the last game. Given all of that, is there a case for maybe separating Stoinis and Pooran so that one of them can have more of an impact at, say, 3 or 4?
Yeah, look, possibly worth splitting them, yes. But again, it's important that we talk about role clarity, and clearly both of those players, Stoinis and Pooran, have been given that role that they generally going to back the back 10 overs and be the power finishers for them. With now KL Rahul completely out of the picture, they may want that experience closer to the top order. So you might be right in saying that you know, probably Stoinis out of those two would be the one they may shift up a little bit closer to the top order, just so you have that sort of mature head at the top of the order to be able to make sure you set up for the back 10 overs.
Their opponents don't make changes. Gujarat Titans like their stability, but they will have to make one here. Josh Little is away for a while. Do you reckon Alzari Joseph slots straight back in? He did play in the first 5 games.
Absolutely. That would be the obvious choice, and what a luxury to have. You know, you've had Alzari Joseph, who's, you know, been over the last 12 months one of the form fast bowlers in world cricket, and also started the campaign with Gujarat pretty well. He had, I think, one bad game, but you know, he'll be a real, you know, positive coming into that side, because, you know, he's genuine pace. You know, he's 150. And he'll have those, you know, that ability to, you know, have those impact overs, whether it be, you know, in the middle of the game or up front, or, you know, one at the end.
Right. And the added subplot in this game, it will be Pandya versus Pandya on the captaincy front, as Krunal Pandya starts life as full-time LSG captain for the rest of this season. So can Krunal's Lucknow stop Hardik's Gujarat? If they do, they will be only 1 point behind Gujarat Titans.